Hey everybody, it's your girls Honey and
Rhea.
And we back at it again, so let's talk.
So subscribe to our channel so we can talk.
Yeah, y'all heard her. Subscribe to our channel and we can talk about it. Hey y'all, we just wanted to take time out to say that being positive is always the better way.
That's why we started doing the quote of the day. Okay.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Honey, aka Honest Honey. Yes, y'all, and I'm back again with another video. Yes, Teats time. Talking and eating means Teats time. Yes, y'all know what time it is. Okay, y'all, so as y'all can see, I went to Arby's. And I got this orange cream shake. Y'all, this is fire. If you like orange cream ice cream, then you probably will like this shake. Y'all, it's fire. And I got a small mozzarella stick, a chicken cheddar ranch burger, and a beef and cheddar classic burger, and a large curly fry. Y'all know they fries be fire. I ain't never had the mozzarella sticks, so I already had this classic beef cheddar before. Chicken cheddar ranch sandwich. Y'all, look at that, y'all. That thing look fire. Is it moving? And y'all know I had to get the cheese. And some marinara sauce for these mozzarella sticks, y'all. They mozzarella sticks is cool. They ain't better than Sonic. Sonic has the best mozzarella sticks, y'all. Let's fight about it. My mama. I don't care. Period. We can fight. Let's go. Sonic's is fire. But as y'all heard in the intro, we do the quote of the day. Because we are promoting that positivity, y'all. Yes. Okay? Yes. There's so many people dying, y'all. So many people getting shot. Just, getting beat. A lot of stuff. Just a lot of crazy stuff is happening right now to people. And it's just sad. And that's all, y'all, that's all outside of the coronavirus. Oh, if you lost a family member to the coronavirus, if you lost a family member to violence, if you lost a family member, period, my condolences to you and your family. Hope y'all get through it. Hopes it gets better. It will get better, but life is ridiculous, y'all. Not really life, though. I should say the people in the world are ridiculous. So that's the truth. Y'all see this? I got this lavender on and this lavender. Two different lavenders. So I got my 50 Shades of Lavender on, y'all. Don't play with me, y'all. Your sister's color scheme is a little fucked. But that's okay. Okay, y'all. So today, I want to talk about first, I gotta take a bite of the food. That's just ridiculous. Man, if y'all know Arby's, y'all know their curly fries is fire. Like, yeah, you can't go wrong getting some curly fries from there. If you don't get nothing else, you get that curly fries. I can't stop eating to talk about nothing. So what I want to talk about, y'all, is I want to talk about parents loving their kids unconditionally, y'all. And then after I talk about that, I'm going to talk about kids respecting their parents. Love your kid unconditionally. Love your kid no matter what. No matter what. Love your kid. Let me tell y'all what I mean by that. Just because you tell your kid you love them don't mean nothing. You need to put that in action too. So, pay attention to y'all kids out here. If you see a change in their attitude, a change in their behavior, or just a change period, you need to talk to your kid. You need to open up to your kid. Tell your kid that you love them, that you're here for them, that you will be there for them no matter what, so they can feel comfortable to tell you stuff. You feel me? That's why kids be committing suicide. That's why kids be running away. That's why kids go and let older people treat them any kind of way, because a lot of them just didn't have that love from their parents, you know? Or they're not getting the love and attention that they need. Kids are more than just pushing them out, right? Saying that you love them. Baby, that does not make you a parent, okay? And I know kids are trial and error, don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. I mess up. Parenthood's not going to be perfect because not all kids are the same. Not everything works with one that will work with the other one. But I definitely want to feel I definitely want to do everything that I can so that my daughter can feel comfortable and safe coming to tell me stuff. You know, when you're a kid, the only people that you truly love and care about mostly are your parents, because if they're the ones that take care of you, it's mostly whoever's taking care of you. So you want to feel as safe as you can with them, correct? Just try to create a bond with your kid. You feel me? And the older they get, hopefully the stronger your bond gets with your kid. You feel me? Nothing's worse than when you have a kid or multiple kids and they don't feel comfortable coming to tell their parents, which is a lot of kids won't feel comfortable telling their parents certain stuff. You know, because maybe they know, like, oh, mom, she gonna trip out, or they gonna be like, oh, mom gonna trip out, I can't tell her, or dad gonna go off the handle if I tell him. So, you know, they feel comfortable telling their aunts or their cousins or their friends, which is okay because at least they're telling somebody. But you want that bond with your kid where they can come and tell you, feel like they can come tell you anything, especially serious stuff. You feel me? Especially wanting to harm themselves or people wanting to harm them. It's important that you stress the importance to your kids on how important it is to come and talk to you no matter what is going on. You know, if they got an STD or if they're pregnant, your kids shouldn't be scared to tell you something, you know? We gotta find a balance. Like, you don't want to be their best friend, but you don't want to be their drill sergeant either, you know? Right now my daughter's 4. She'll be 5. She's a 4-year-old, but like she doesn't. She's sneaky though. Like, you know, she doesn't tell me everything, but she tells me important stuff. She tells me important stuff, but she will lie about something so stupid. But she will tell me, like I said, she'll tell me important stuff. So hopefully, you know, as years go by, the more I talk to her, the more older she gets, the better our bond can be. Because I don't want to ever lose my kid to something, you know, that I didn't educate her on. Or, you know, I don't want her out here messed up because I didn't sit down and have the proper talks with my child, you know. So as parents, sometimes, like, we are failing our kids, you know. It happens, right? Sometimes you're failing your kids, you know. When it's important for your kids to know everything about the world, especially when they're going out on their own. You have to make sure that you have sat down and literally talk to your kid. Like, y'all need to talk to y'all kids. A lot of parents ain't doing that no more. They don't talk to their kids. Maybe they're stressed out all the time, or they're in and out of work all the time, you know. Maybe they're on their phone all the time, because I know a lot of people probably don't sit down and have, you know, real dinners anymore. I know people probably don't sit down and have those anymore. I know we don't sit at the dinner table and eat. We do not sit at the dinner table. You over here, I'm over here, they over there. Like, we are not sitting at the dinner table eating. So, but I mean, even like my daughter, she sits at the dinner table and she eats by herself, and I'm usually over there watching TV. But while we're in the car, when I go pick her up, I'm constantly having conversations with her all during the day. But when I go pick her up and we're riding in the car, I'm asking her, "Hey, babe, what'd you do today? How was your day? You know, did you have any problems? Do you have anything you want to say?" Or, you know, like, I talk to her and I check in with her. Even though she's only 4, 4-year-olds got a lot to say, y'all. Let me tell y'all. That little girl, she got a whole lot of stuff to say. Like I said, I check in with her. Ask her how her day was. What's going on? Anything new? Any problems that you're having? Anything, you know? And as she gets older, I'm going to continue to check in with her. Because, y'all, that is important, to try to know your kids as much as possible, you know? Especially when they need you the most. You know, like I said, when their attitude changes, their behavior changes, you're just seeing changes. Sit down with your kid. Like I said, even if they don't want to open up to you, talk to them. You know, tell them, reassure them how much you love them, how much you're there for them, and how it's okay to be able to talk to your parents about stuff. Just constantly tell them that you love them and mean it, you know. Because some kids, they just need love. You know, there's a lot of kids that have grown from, you know, kids to adult, and now they off the chain. You feel me? They out here shooting up the schools. They out here robbing the stores. Taking the police on chases. Like, they're out here doing the fucking most. And I'm not saying all those kids were deprived of love or care or anything. Because people can just, you know, get on drugs or just have rough patches. But it starts with us. You know? I always say, my daughter is a reflection of me. You feel me? Like, whether I like it or not, she's a reflection of me, period. I am responsible for how she grows up, how she's raised, because I'm the one raising her. I can't blame. If my kid grew up to be a terrorist, school shooter, you know, shooting up anything. Granted, as parents, we do what we can. But you also got to ask yourself, could you have done more? Could you have done more? You know, because like I said, your kids are a reflection of you. If you sit down with your kid and you constantly reassuring them, telling them that you love them, you care about them, taking care of them, you know, treating them right, talking to them, I don't see how they can grow up and even be that type of person. You really never know. Like I said, they could have a rough patch, you know, they could be on drugs, you know, it could be influence, the environment. But I feel like if you truly raise them like that, they wouldn't even be around that type of environment or that type of people to even become that way. And at that point, when you always talking to them, reassuring them, educating them, they would know right from wrong. You feel me? So I'm not blaming y'all at all. Like I said, I'm a parent. I know how it is. My daughter, it's my first kid. It's a lot of it is trial and error for me, and I'm not gonna get everything right. I'm gonna mess up on some stuff, but I do constantly talk to my daughter, and I do reassure her that I do tell her all the time, I love you. I constantly talk to her and let her know that it's okay to tell me stuff, because I want us to have a bond. I want us to be okay, because there's so many kids going through stuff out here that I don't want my daughter to have to go through. Granted, life is going to happen. She's going to have to go through stuff, right? But if I can try to educate her as much as I can to defer her away from that, so she doesn't have to go through that, so she already knows. Like, my mom already told me this is how it's gonna go, this is what's going this so I'm not gonna do that, you know. Then that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't want my daughter to go through the same stuff that I went through, or the stuff that these kids nowadays are going through, because it's only getting worse, y'all. It's only getting worse. So us as parents, we need to do our job. We need to sit down, love our kids, talk to our kids, educate our kids, whoop our kids' ass if we got to. Yes, y'all, whoop they ass. Some kids, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not even gonna hold y'all and lie about it. Some of these kids out here need a great ass whooping, like 2 of them, hell, maybe 3 of them. Y'all, if y'all see this is a Band-Aid. Man, I cut my finger yesterday being stupid. I was cutting up orange for my client, y'all, and I cut my finger. Damn, I'm dumb. But anyways, so yes, y'all, some of these kids need great ass whoopings. Don't be scared to whoop your kid's ass. Know the difference, though, between giving an ass whooping and beating a child. No, I don't believe in beating a child. Don't be whooping your kid's ass, talking about, well, Honest Honey said that it's okay to, you know, no, hold on now. I'm saying if your kid genuinely needs a butt whooping, then spank your kid. That is fine, but do not beat your child. Sometimes you gotta give your kids a good butt whooping so they can know better. You feel me? Time out and taking their cellular device is only gonna do so much. I promise y'all. Y'all gonna have to spank that little butt. Don't beat your child, though. You should never feel comfortable with beating your child. That will make them not feel comfortable to come and say nothing to you, because they're already scared of you. You know, if you're beating your child, like you're leaving marks on your child, if you're bruising them up, choking your child, or literally beating them like multiple times, hitting them like, you know, in the head, or slapping them in the face, or, excuse me, just know the difference. Like we're adults. If, you know, we know if we're beating our child or not. Come on, like, we're not gonna play crazy about that. But you shouldn't be beating your child, and you shouldn't be letting nobody beat your child, period. Like, nobody, if that's not you, if it ain't you, no, to me, I'm the type, don't hit my child. You feel me? Like, if my daughter is doing anything, you let me know, and then I'm a whooper for you, period. Like, don't touch my child. Like, that's my job. That's my child. I don't, like, I won't touch your child. You don't touch my child. If you have a problem with my daughter, come let me know, and I will deal with my child accordingly, period. So I'm a strong believer in that. Do not touch my daughter. You feel me? And but I also, on that note, I don't let my daughter go out with everybody. You feel me? Because if you know that your kid is bad, or you know your kid don't be listening, please stop sending your kids with your cousins, with your aunties, with your sisters, with your mamas, with your grandmas, with your friends, whoever. Like, if you know your kid don't listen, I mean, unless you're okay with somebody hitting your kid or somebody disciplining your kid. If you're not okay with somebody disciplining your kid and you know your kid is off the chain, you know he or she ain't got no sense, they don't act right, why would you even let somebody even take your kid? That don't even make no sense. Now, if you're okay with them disciplining, then by all means. But if you're not, keep your kid at home with you. If your kid ain't ready to go out and listen to other adults that when they're in other adults' care, you need to keep your kids with you, period. Because me and you is going to have a problem. You feel me? If I take your kid to like get ice cream or something, or to the store or something, and that kid embarrassed me, we're going to have a misunderstanding. And then I'm going to come with the parent, and we're going to have another misunderstanding because you knew your kid act like that, and you should have kept your kid at home. You do not send that's just like, that's on some setup shit. You feel me? Like, you do not send your kids with somebody if you know they don't know how to act. Until they can act right, you need to keep them at home with you, period, because you want to break. No, keep them kids at home with you because they don't know how to act. And I'm raising my kids as it is. You're not about to bring your kids over here and think that I'm about to raise them too, period. I'm not going to do it. It's not going to happen. So no, if your kid don't know how to act, keep them at home. Bro, sis, if your kid is not home trained yet, please keep them at home because I don't have time for it, and other people don't have time for it either. Like I said, even if it's your friend, your cousin, whatever, they just trying to help you out. Don't set nobody up like that, for real, because they will be mad. Like, for real. Like, no, you keep your kid at home, get them together, and then try it again. You shouldn't be beating your kid. Like I said, kids can get spankings. What you do with your kid is your business, but truly, and real shit, like, you should not be beating your child, and that's just period. I don't believe in beating kids at all. I just don't believe in that. It's really not necessary to be a child. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, it really makes my stomach turn just thinking about it. But, so you shouldn't be beating your kids. Like I said, y'all don't judge me. I don't judge y'all. That's just how I feel about the situation. That's probably how a lot of people feel. There's really no need to beat a child. You feel me? You could, with talking and spanking, really, hopefully it should be enough. You should never feel like you need to beat that child. And like I say, you shouldn't let anybody else beat your child. You shouldn't let anybody rape your child. You shouldn't be raping your child. You feel me? You shouldn't let nobody beat them. You shouldn't be beating them. And you shouldn't be letting anybody sell them. And you ain't supposed to be selling your kids, you know, because kids are precious individuals, right? Kids are a blessing, y'all. There are people out here that will be great moms and they can't even have kids, you feel me? And that sucks when you want kids and you can't have them, you know? And there's people out here that's having kids back to back to back, left and right, but ain't taking care of them the first. Like, that's just, it's different, y'all. It's really different to me. So like I said, kids are a blessing. They don't ask to be here. They don't have a choice, you know. The parents have a choice, obviously, because they can have an abortion. I don't believe in abortions, but I believe in situation-based, right? If you're like 12 years old and you're pregnant, then maybe. But then I'm thinking, like, if they go get the abortion, are they just going to end up pregnant again, you know, in the next year, within the next couple months? So I just think that abortion is like situation-based, but I wouldn't get one. And I wouldn't want my daughter to get one. Hopefully she never puts me in a situation to even consider getting one, because I'm gonna stay on her ass, y'all. Like I'm gonna be the helicopter mom. Like, I'm hovering over her, y'all. And my mom said the other day, she said, I told her I was gonna be the helicopter mom. She said, no, you're gonna be the drone mom. I said, what? She said the drone mom, y'all. She plays all day. So yeah, definitely, I'm gonna be on her. Like, I'm not gonna be on her just because she's my only kid. I'm on her, y'all, because I know what this world is capable of. I know what these people are capable of. I know, like, what kind of society we live in, you know. Like, I'm well aware of what's going on in the world. So I'm on her for her sake. We got to stay on our kids, y'all. We really do. We got to make sure they're as educated as they can be before we let them go. Stop rushing your kids out your house, okay, y'all? If your kid truly ain't ready to go, do not make your kid go. Do not kick your kid out and make them go if they truly ain't ready for the world. Like, if you know that you feel in your heart that they don't have all the knowledge, you know that they just ain't there yet. They need maybe a couple more months, you know, maybe another year. Love your kid unconditionally. Never rush your kid out the house. Make sure you have educated and gave your kid all the knowledge you can give them. You feel me? Before you just send them out there to the wolves, because that world ain't nothing nice. Eat or be eaten, y'all, period. So just truly pay attention to your kids. Watch for signs, man. Because I couldn't imagine, you know, like losing a kid to, you know, suicide or domestic violence or, you know, just drugs. And it's hard, especially her being my only kid. Me as a parent, I would feel like I failed her, you know, because I didn't do everything in my power to educate her, or I just didn't, you know, give her, just drill it in her head enough. Just as a parent, especially when a kid commits suicide, you have to feel some kind of guilt, and that's the bad part about it, because you are their parent. As a parent, you just have to feel like you failed them, you know, and that's a hard pill to swallow, a hard thing to live with. But I honestly think we just need to stay on our kids more, y'all. Stay on your kids, y'all. Watch your kid. Talk to your kid. Reassure your kid. Keep letting them know, I'm there for you. I love you. I got you. Is there anything that you need? Are you okay? Are there any concerns? You know, tell them what they could do better, or ask them, you know, how could I be better? How can I be there more for you? How can I make you feel if you feel like your kids aren't talking to you, but they're talking to your sisters or your brothers or whatever, anybody in the family except for you, ask them, what can I do to make you feel comfortable more? You know, what can I do to make you open up to me? Like, to feel like I'm not going to lash out at everything that you tell me, because a lot of stuff parents need to know. That's just what it is. That's why, like, people be losing kids and they done got shot or something like that, and they have no idea why. You know, didn't even know that their kids were in any kind of beef or anything like that. Kids just ain't talking to their parents like that. But I definitely, like I said, I want my daughter to feel safe and comfortable and able to come and tell me everything. So I'm going to continue to keep that door open and keep communicating with her, because communication is everything. And like I said, you can be a true, you know, really great parent and still not have to be your kid's best friend. You feel me? I'm strict on you. I'm still your mom, or I'm still your dad. You're still gonna have to abide by rules and stuff, but I still want you to be able to feel comfortable enough to come and tell me, especially serious stuff, you know, especially if I could just help, or maybe, you know, you just have a question or something. I don't know, just talk to y'all kids, okay? We don't need no more school shooters. We don't need no more abusers. We don't need no more of our kids on drugs. We don't need none of our kids getting sold. We don't need none of our kids feeling like they need to go sell themselves to make a living, or, you know, just because maybe they didn't have the love that they needed as a kid. We have to hold ourselves accountable for our kids. You know, some stuff we have to hold ourselves accountable for. That's just really what it is. And we have to do everything in our power to talk to our kids and have our kids grow up and be the best person that they can be. And that's period, y'all. I know we can only do so much. Yeah, I know. But the little so much that we can do, let's make it enough. Let's make it a lot, you know. Let's just make a difference. Let's just care, you know. Let's just actually take the time out to care and pay attention to our kids and ask those questions, and even just know your kid well enough to know, like, something ain't right with her, something ain't right with him. Like I said, start it off young so when they get older, it can just grow and just get better, you know? And so yeah, let's do better as parents. Now, kids. I want to talk about the kids. Whew, okay. All I'm saying is Danielle Bregoli came out and she got y'all out here set tripping, okay? Period. That little girl, when she was on that Dr. Phil show, That is not, listen, kids, listen, okay? Public announcement, PA announcement. She is not who you want to be. Granted, she has made something of herself. She is, making money. She's, successful and stuff. But, oh my goodness. That just, that's the image that's always going to stay with her, especially if that's because that's how she's came out into the industry. That's how she came out. That's how she went viral from that image of her. So that's always going to be, it's always going to be there. Somebody's always going to have that, something to say about that, or, just that image of her. Like, it's just always going to be there. And that is not cute. That's not tight. That's not the way to be. Really, the girl needed 5, y'all, probably 10 ass whoopings, okay? Period. Like, sometimes parents, y'all have to just really hold yourself accountable. You feel me? Like, if you don't stay on top of your kids and really discipline your kids and set them boundaries from the beginning, when they get about 15, 16, 14, 15, 16, excuse me, they started off real young now. Hell, when they get about 12, you feel me? They're not going to have no respect for you. And you're going to be looking. You're going to be out looking for some help to help you with your child. You feel me? Like, how crazy will that have me looking? I'm a grown ass woman, and I'm out looking for help and support to help me. And like I said, I don't judge y'all don't judge me. But I'm saying me personally, how would that have me looking? I'm grown, right? I'm grown in a bitch. How I'm sitting over here have to go look for help with my child that I have raised. This child is now 12, 13, 14. So you didn't raise this child those many years. So what was you doing in all that time? All that time before they even got to the point that they're at, what were you doing? Because you cannot, when you're a parent, you have to be stern. You have to be strict. You cannot let your child walk all over you, run all over you, disrespect you. If you let your child disrespect you once, they're going to do it again. You feel me? Like, you're going to always have trouble if you never set those boundaries and just cut it off before it even starts. You cannot. I couldn't imagine, like, when I see parents on TV and they can't say anything, like, the kids is just cussing them out. Like, when they're like, cause what was I watching, y'all, the other day? I was watching Mari the other day. There were 3 parents on there. Parents were talking about how the kids call them fat bees or F you or shut up, you're stupid, or, I don't think none of them fought their parent. So that was a good thing. None of them fought their parent or swung on their parent, but they cussed them out pretty good and just didn't listen to them. They might as well be hitting them. They disrespected them, cussing them out, not listening to them. And then the kids started talking, and they were just like, yeah, I smoke weed all day, every day. I don't care. And one was like, I took my parents' car. I was high and drunk, and I ran the car into a tree. But the whole time, as they're telling their stories, y'all, they're laughing. They're laughing at it like it's funny. Like, kids, it is not funny to disrespect your parents, period. They're the people that brought you into this world. If you can disrespect people that took care of you, people, or that's still taking care of you, people, like, you really have no respect at all, and you're going to get ate up out here in this real world, for real, because that means you're not going to have respect for anybody that you come in contact with. So you're just setting yourself up for a rough life. That's all you're doing. You're just setting yourself up for a rough life. If you don't respect anybody, you need to respect your parents. And it's just, like I said, they were laughing and stuff like it was funny. And I'm just like, Danielle Bregoli done came out here and got these kids set tripping, y'all. Set tripping, like, period. So it's not funny, y'all. Stop disrespecting your parents. Love your parents. Respect your parents. If you got a problem with your parents, you come to your parents respectfully when you're of age and tell them what your problem is. You don't cuss your parent out. You don't say F them, whatever. Like, that's also on you parents too. That's y'all not disciplining your child. Discipline your child. If your kids is talking smart to you, put them in their fucking mouth, period. Like, if your kid is yelling at you, cussing at you, telling you to shut up and go sit down, and some they must slap like, period. Like, especially if they're like 15 or 16, like, slap the shit out of them. Like, sometimes You know, like, if they're of age, I'm not saying if they're 5, 6, or 10, or 12, or something like that, but pop them in their fucking mouth. That's what you need to do. Every time they say something, pow. They say something, pow. Keep doing it. Don't even correct them on it. Every time they say it, pow, just smack them. It'll teach them. They'll learn real quick. They will learn real quick. And you won't have to be going on them shows. And people looking at, I mean, they feeling sorry for the parent, but they also thinking like, if that was me, I would be doing this. If that was me, I'll be doing that. And they'd be like, what's wrong with the parent? You feel me? Especially when there's two parents. So both of y'all couldn't put y'all fucking heads together and come up with nothing. The best thing y'all could come up with was coming on the show. And like I said, I'm not judging nobody, y'all, but make that shit make sense. Please make that shit make sense. Some shit to me, y'all just don't make any fucking sense at all. And I'm gonna wait for y'all to make that shit make some sense. Yeah. See? Couldn't even make that shit make sense. Like, I'll be damned if I go on TV to ask for help with my child. The fuck? And like I said, get your help. If you need the help, get the help. I'm not judging y'all. I'm just saying, me, honey, aka Honest Honey, I would be damned if I go on TV asking for help with my child. You feel me? Especially if y'all ain't even exhausted all y'all options yet. Y'all ain't smacked them yet. Y'all ain't popped them in the mouth. Y'all ain't tore that ass up yet. Y'all ain't tore it up twice, 4 times, 10 times. Like, y'all not even trying. Like, talking, sometimes you can't just talk. You gotta be about that action too. Like, this Band-Aid is so stupid. Y'all gotta be about that action too. You cannot just be talking to these kids. They don't understand it. The generation that they're growing up around, their environment, their influence, it's so easy to follow behind some of these bad kids out here. That's what I'm saying. So it starts with us. We have to truly do our job as parents. Kids, stop disrespecting your parents. If you got a problem and you are of age, you talk to your parent. You explain to your parent what is going on. Parents, talk to your kids. You feel me? When they're young, start it off early, you know? So you ain't got to worry about that. You feel me? Granted, kids are going to be disrespectful. It's going to happen. That's what they're going to do. But I'm just saying, to where you have to go on a TV show to get some assistance for your child, it looks kind of crazy too on your part, like I said, because you can't blame anybody about how your kid is raised except for you, the parent. Like, we have to blame ourselves. If our kid turns out bad and crazy, that's on us, you know? Because what did we do all those years? Like, what were we doing? Clearly, we weren't doing anything effective. Like I said, because if you truly talk to your kid and you discipline your kid and you're strict with your kid, I don't see why they would even, and if you're constantly trying to educate them and tell them right from wrong, I don't see why they would even get themselves in that situation. But like I said, people go through rough patches. Things happen. People, you know, peer pressure, drugs, whatever the case may be. But I'm saying we have to do more as parents, y'all, to help our kids out here. I'm just tired of it. And there's a lot of kids in the system because people don't want to take care of their kids, or they just give up. You cannot just give up on your kid. Like, you can't. No matter how hard, how tough it gets, that is your child. You brought that child into this world. You have to do everything you can to do what you can for your child, honestly. I mean, obviously, like, when they get grown, it is what it is. But I'm saying you just have to make sure that you did everything that you could on your child, you know? You just can't. You can't. This day and age, you cannot be that letting your kid go do whatever they want to do type of mama or daddy. Like, you cannot be those parents. Like, sure, yep, go ahead. Like, there's like, oh, I'm going to go out to a party or something at 9 o'clock or something. You're like, okay, sure, whatever. Like, this day and age with these bad influencers out here and the peer pressure in the society, you know, it's just gotten worse. You cannot be like that. You have to literally have rules and boundaries that you have to set with your child from the beginning, so they know. They already know, like, okay, my mom ain't about to let me go out to this party, or my mom ain't about to let me do this. Like, we have to do better as parents, okay, y'all? We have to do better. We have to pay more attention to our kids and be on top of our kids. Like I said, y'all, if they need a whooping, whoop that ass, period. Whoop it 2 times. Hell, whoop it 4 times. 10 times if you got to. Do what you got to do. But like I said, don't beat your child. You feel me? And you know when you're beating a child. You know when it's too far. A couple, maybe pop them in the mouth, or a couple spankings a couple hits on the butt is fine. But when you're going above and beyond, to tear your kids up, that's not okay. But like I said, I don't judge you. I can't tell y'all what to do. But don't be mad when your kid going to middle school or high school getting into all these fights or getting in with the wrong crowd because he getting beat at home, or maybe, they just want to take it out on somebody else because they're getting beat. Like, we just don't know. So like I said, it starts at home first. We got to make sure our kids are in a safe and good environment. And when the time needs to come, when timeouts and talking no longer works, whoop your kid's ass, okay? Because it's getting bad out here. And kids, stop trying to come on TV doing all this rah-rah extra stuff, because it's not cute. It's really not cute, and it's not funny, and you looking crazy. You looking like you a disrespectful ass kid. And like I said, Danielle Bregoli done came out and started this and got a little money, got her a bag from it, and now everybody want to come out and do it. That's crazy. Like, I never understood how people could just follow behind other people, I've never been the one to follow behind people. Like, I don't do all that follow the leader stuff. Like, I could never get behind you, sis, bro. Nope. I could never walk in a straight line, you feel me? Period. Like, I'm clumsy, and I'm a little off balance. So walking, following behind somebody, it never worked for me, and it won't ever work for me. And plus, I never just fall in line, you feel me? I don't follow behind people and do stuff just because somebody else is doing it. I have a mind of my own. I think for myself, and I do what I want to do. So, and I'm not saying that my daughter's going to grow up to be perfect. Obviously, whose kid is perfect? What the fuck is perfect? I'm not saying that she's going to be perfect. Like I said, who the fuck is perfect? What the fuck is perfect? But I'm definitely saying that I am going to be strict and make her follow rules. But I'm also going to be a loving, caring, attentive parent, Especially when it's just me. I have to be 2 parents, you feel me? So that makes it even harder. So even for the single parents out there, I salute y'all, man. Even if both parents are there, like, I respect y'all. That's what's up. Keep doing y'all thing. But y'all single parents, I really salute y'all, especially the ones with 3 or 4 kids on your own. I really salute y'all. For real. Like, that's what's up. Because it's a lot of work with just my one daughter. So I could imagine multiple kids, But even if you got multiple kids and you a single parent, don't use that as an excuse. Let that make you stronger, you feel me? Let that make you want to be a better parent, because it's just you. Show if the dad's missing, show him, or if the mom's missing, show them, like, I can do this without you. I don't need you, you feel me? But when you have multiple kids, y'all, please be fair all the way across the board with your kids. Don't do that. Just don't make one feel like you love them more than the other. Talk to all your kids. If they don't understand, or if they feel like you love somebody more than the other, talk to your kid, explain to your kid. Don't just brush it off. We gotta take stuff more seriously too, because mental health is a lot. And that's the thing, a lot of people think that mental health is a game. This day and age, mental health is for real. Like, mental health is a lot. Like, there's a lot of kids that they don't have the best mental state because everything is so social media. Everything is so, influence based. Everybody just wants to look up to everybody in the media. The world has just become just wrapped around, twisted around the media. And it's sad. So take that stuff seriously. If your kid is having issues, take them to see a therapist, y'all. It's okay to take the kid to see a therapist. It is okay, no matter what color, black, white, purple, green, Asian, whatever color the kid is, it don't really matter. Take them, if you think they need a therapist, take them to see the therapist, period. If there's somebody else on the outside looking in that don't know nothing about y'all, and your kid don't feel comfortable telling them, hell, at least say telling somebody. It's okay to go see a therapist. Like I said, when people aren't in the right mental mindset, a lot of stuff can go wrong. Like, that can be the downhill of a lot of stuff. So if you know your kid is struggling, or you know your kid's mental ain't right, take your kid to get some help, for real, because you don't want to just brush it off and just think it'll fix itself, because it probably won't. Depression, mental health, all that, it probably won't fix itself, y'all. And a lot of people don't think it's serious, and they think that's the game, and they laugh about it, but it's not. When your head ain't right, ain't nothing else gonna be right. You feel me? Everything gonna sound and look crazy because your head, your mind ain't right. So when your kid is telling you, and then don't be that parent that when your kid come to tell you some stuff about their head or something ain't right, don't just brush it off. Don't laugh it off. Don't call them crazy. Embrace your kid. Love your kid. Right then and there, you're going to have to turn off your hood manner, whatever, your hood antics, your quick to judge, just whatever. Like, right then and there that's the time to be serious. Like, okay, they're for real. I need to go, take my child and show them that you care, that you truly care, and everything's not a game, that you do take stuff seriously, you do love them, and you care about them. So yes, take them to see a therapist if you have to. But like I said, it starts with us within the home. So we have to do everything that we can, y'all. We cannot allow the community, the outside world, social media, you feel me? We cannot allow social media to raise our kids for us. We can't let social media, what? You see what social media is doing to people? Social media is killing people. You think I'm gonna leave my daughter to be raised by that? No, y'all. We have to start at home, do what we can. And if we have to, cut down on phone time or internet time or whatever, do whatever you need to do to keep your home right and your kids right, because at the end of the day, that's what matters, you and your kids' safety. So do what you need to do to make sure your kids is right. And like I said, it starts with home. Parents, we have to start taking accountability and responsibility for our kids, for the way that they're turning out. Understand that you got to think, like, what could I have done? There's some things you could have done differently with that child. Maybe I shouldn't have let them go out and do what they wanted just because they were a boy. Or maybe I shouldn't have let them, I just shouldn't let them walk all over me or just say yes to everything. Maybe I should have said no to some stuff. You just got to see your faults and what you did and own up to it. And then from there, it'll get better, because now you see what you did wrong. So now you can try to, hopefully, you can correct it. You feel me? And I'm not saying, like, if your kids are out there killing people, beating people, on drugs, like, obviously you did what you could, you raised them, but you also have to just understand that it starts within the home, what they see, what they're around, what they're doing. You feel me? So let's be responsible. Let's hold ourselves responsible. Let's do what we can as parents. Let's try to be the best parents that we can be. Let's be on our kids. Love your kids, care about your kids, but be strict with your kids. Be stern so they can have those boundaries and those rules. Let them know what's not going to go and what's not, but also that I love you and I care about you and I'm always going to be here for you, So, and kids, start respecting your parents, period, for real. Y'all need to respect y'all parents. That's not funny. Danielle Bregoli is not somebody that you want to grow up to be like, or none of that. Like that, she was not a good influence. Like I said, she needed about 10 ass whoopings, period. She needed about 10 of them. She was disrespectful for sure, and it just wasn't cute. It wasn't tight. And it seems like she grew out of that. I don't know. I don't live with the girl. Hopefully she did, But the way that she was, her environment is always going to follow her later on in life. Like the actions that she makes later on is going to be because of how she was or what she did when she was younger. Because she's probably still going to have that, that mentality. Like she says that she's grown up and she's out of it, but that was her life for however long that was her life for, so that's still a piece of her. So I feel like it's when you are like a bad way for so many years, granted you can turn it around and fully actually change, but to me, the way that she still argues with people, or she's obviously a kid, you feel me? But the way that she argues with people and stuff, that mentality and that type of way in life is still in her. It's still in her. Like when she went on that show, Dr. Phil, she was still talking the same way, and she didn't learn anything, to me, if you ask me. And how do they reward her? How do they reward her, y'all? They make her go viral. That's the way of the world, though. Like, they just make the craziest shit go viral. You feel me? And it doesn't make sense to me. But I guess it ain't supposed to. So, yeah, y'all. Love your kid unconditionally. Pay attention to your kid. Talk to your kid. Reassure your kid. Whoop your kid's ass if you have to. Yes, Honest Honey said whoop your kid's ass. Sometimes they need a good ass whooping. I don't know how people be like, oh no, I don't want to whip my son, or I don't want to whip my daughter. And them the ones that's growing up to be the school shooters or the terrorists, you feel me? Or the beaters or the abusers. Because you didn't whoop little Johnny's ass or little Sarah's ass or little Shaquanda's ass, like whoever's ass, little Maria's ass. I don't care. Now look at him. Look at him now. You feel me? Like sometimes you just have to just discipline your kids, and that's just period. Otherwise, you're going to be on TV crying, talking about how you can't handle your kid. If you would have listened to me and tore that ass up, you wouldn't be on TV having them problems. Because for one, that's embarrassing. I couldn't even allow myself to even go on TV and crying about my kid cussing me out, telling me what to do, running my house. You feel me? Like, nah, sis. Like, you gonna have to literally take me out. Like, you gonna have to take me out, whether I have a boy, a daughter, whatever. You literally gonna have to take me out. You feel me? Put me 12 feet under in this motherfucker before you think you gonna run anything over here. Because at the end of the day, to me, a kid is a kid. That's period. I don't care. Even if you're an adult, you're still my kid. I don't care. You gonna have to literally put me out, period. Like, you're not running nothing over here. The fuck? I'll be damned if you done moved out your parents' house to move into your kid's house. So now your kids is running you, telling you what to do. No, that shit don't sound right to me, y'all. Please make that shit make sense. Go ahead, y'all. Make it make sense right. It don't, and it won't, and it can't, period. So, yeah, let's do better, y'all. Let's just do better. Pay more attention to our kids. Set them boundaries and shit so your kids won't ever try you. You feel me? Set them boundaries so your kids won't try y'all. If you don't set them boundaries, they ain't ever gonna respect y'all, and they just gonna try y'all and try y'all. You feel me? You ain't gonna have nothing. You gonna have to show out. You feel me? You gonna have to show out with them kids because you already know. So to avoid all that, to avoid if you have to go on a show, or to avoid, having your kid out here doing the most, set them boundaries, set them restrictions, whatever you need to do, and still tell your kid that you love and you care about them and you're there for them. I would tell my daughter, girl, I would tell, y'all could tell y'all kids, you could tell whatever, right? I love you so much. But if you act out, you gonna get your ass whooped. That's just what it is. That's just period. No, I'm not gonna beat you. I'm not. And when I get done whooping you, I might feel bad about it. Yeah, probably will feel bad about it. But I had to do that because that's what needed to happen. You feel me? But after that, I'm still gonna love you. They gonna make me love you no less because I had to whoop you. You feel me? And they'll understand that. Like, if you always tell them that, the older they get, yes, okay. Let me tell you something now. little Susan. If you don't go sit down somewhere, I'm gonna have to tear your ass up, okay? And I'm gonna tear you up, and I ain't gonna be happy about it, but I know that that's what needs to be done. And even though I do it, I'm still gonna love you the same. Or maybe you need to say it afterwards, right? After you done cool down, you done whoop their ass real good, and now you done cool down because now you mad or whatever the case may be. So you need to cool down. So you go have a little you time, come back, see now, and then come back also and ask your kid, like, did you learn anything from that? Do you understand why you got that? Do you understand why I whooped your ass? Do you understand that? So what's the lesson here? What are you going to learn? Next time you're not going to do what? Okay. And then tell them after they've learned or whatever. Maybe you have to tell them, whatever. As long as they know, you're educating your kid. You feel me? Then you're like, little Susan, I didn't even want to do that, you know? But you just wouldn't listen. So I had to do that. Next time, if you just listen, I won't have to do that. You feel me? So that because I did that doesn't mean I loved you any less. I did that. I have to whoop you and I have to discipline you because I care about you, because I love you. I don't want you growing up to be like, and then here comes the lesson, right? Bring the lesson in. I don't want you growing up to be like this or growing up to be like that. I want you to be, just explain, and if you don't want to explain yourself, then that's fine. But also explaining and educating is setting the tone and the boundaries and the respect and the communication. You're opening up that line of communication for them. Hey, my mom just whooped me really good, or my dad just whooped me really good. But they explained all those years that I've gotten those whoopings, I knew why, and they explained to me why exactly I got those. And, made sure I understood why I got those. And then once they were done, they still told me they loved me, That didn't mean that they loved me any less. So like I said, you can whoop your kids and still love your kids, but don't beat your kids. You feel me? You don't have to. I'm not saying beat now. I did not say that. This whole video now, I done told y'all, no beating the kids. No. But I'm a firm believer in butt whoopings because I got them, And look at me now. Hey, look at me now. Look at me now. Hey, look at me now. I'm getting paper. Hey, look at me now. No, but for real. So, yeah, period. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say about that. I love y'all so, so much. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, you might love the next one. Or if you didn't like this video, someone you know may needed to hear this video, y'all. Somebody you know needed to hear this video. Somebody is struggling out there. Somebody needs to know that it's okay. Somebody just needs some reassurance, that they're not failing this whole parenting thing. Baby, bro, sis, you can never get parenting perfect. Like I said, what works for one may not work for the next. What works for two may not work for the third. You feel me? A lot of it's trial and error, and you just keep trying, and you just don't give up. You love your kids unconditionally because the type of love that your kids love you is supposed to be like that type of love that your kids have for you is love that you can never find out here in a partner. And that's just the truth of the matter is, you feel me? Your kid will always love you more than anybody else will love you. And that's just facts. Especially if you are a great parent, they're really going to truly love you. So yeah, like I said, a kid's love is unconditional. So love your child unconditionally. Take care of them. Like I said, just because you whoop them does not mean that you love them any less. Does not mean that you're a bad parent. You have to do what you have to do because, like I said, timeout and talking does not always work. I'm telling y'all, it does not work. You can only talk so much. You can only put them in timeout so much. Like, it does not always work. So, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Stay all the way zoomed in because you never know when or how we coming with it. Because I stay lit, y'all. I stay lit. Yes. Y'all, I'm always lit. Always by myself, I be lit. And as y'all can see, I done finished this drink. This orange cream drink. Y'all, this thing was fire, though. Hey, lit. H&R Duo, H&R Duo, H&R Duo, hey, H&R. H&R Duo, H&R Duo, H&R Duo, H&R Duo, H&R Duo all day, y'all. Yes. Who else y'all know out here litter than me? I'll wait. Who? I know y'all lying. Yeah. Y'all tried it. Stop playing with me. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all. I'm out. Bye. H&R Duo, H&R Duo, H&R Duo, H&R Duo.